Hello, everybody. You're watching Talking Shit with me, Siddharth Jodev, and also.
Hi, I'm Kai. I'm Kai Chalmers. Good morning.
When I decided that both of us are going to be sitting together and speak, I remember I saw this one post where they say two guys sitting together for a podcast is just them mansplaining to each other.
Yeah, basically.
Basically, that's what's going to happen.
And we repeat as well.
So, for equal representation, in our first episode, we brought two wonderful, beautiful, smart, intelligent. I'm using all these words so I don't get cancelled. So that I don't just call them beautiful. I call them smart, intelligent because they're also smart. And she says, I'm getting nervous right now.
Cancelled.
Cancelled. No, two very successful, influential, great, pretty-looking girls. On set today, we have Swarna and Davina go, yay! Well, thank you so much for being on our first episode.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Seriously.
Are you happy with the introduction?
I feel like Kai did a better job with the
Ohio des.
Okay, now I realize that there might be some people who might not know you or me, Kai and Sid.
I don't even know me. But anyways, yeah.
Oh, this existential crisis of yours
Always.
outside of the episode.
Always.
Okay. Now, so people might not know us, so we thought we will introduce ourselves in the first episode,
Yes.
but then we are going to do something very, very different. We're not going to go by, hi, I'm Kai. We're going to do something different where we will introduce ourselves by introducing our red flags.
Yes, 10 red flags about us.
Quite an adventure.
Before we start, I just want to say I think you deserve an A+ for all the adjectives that you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's on a roll. Yes.
It's out. Everything is out. I have nothing left in me. You know, those are the only adjectives I know. Okay, now
Red flag.
let's red flag.
Red
Jesus,
flags.
it started already.
It has no. I'm telling you, man. It's just your words just go.
I believe I'm a walking red flag. You know, the thing is, the day I decided that I'm going to sit, for a podcast channel, I know that I'm going to get cancelled already.
Nice.
You know, then I have to hold back a few opinions of mine. But let's see how far.
So how honest are you guys gonna be?
I
with
don't know.
this?
Here's
I
the
think
thing.
it's the
We're gonna
real
find
question.
out. We're gonna
I think
find
I'm
out.
going to be very honest until the day I get cancelled.
You know,
Because it's happening.
here's the thing I respect about you, Sid. Like, you know you're gonna get canceled, but you're gonna get canceled on your own terms, which I respect.
Yes.
I respect that
Self-imposed.
immensely. So
Wonderful.
Accountability.
Let's go to the red flags. Now, the thing is, before we start this whole red flags thing, I know you guys might be biased, so I want you to...
No. I am ready to get in there.
No, I want you to
wanna
swear in
cancel
first.
you, really.
Put your hands up. You're writing up, both of you. I
I
say your name.
Davina.
I do.
Solemnly swear
Solemnly
swear
that I will be fair.
that I will be fair.
I will never take into account
I will never take into account
Kai's good looks
Kai's good looks
or his beautiful skin complexion
or his
beautiful skin complexion
to be unfair
to be
be unfair.
against Sid.
against it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that we got that out, okay, I'm
had my
happy.
fingers
I'm
like this the whole time.
Shall we start?
Yeah, go
Yes, I'm
Okay.
positively glowing.
Okay, no, I think we should start with you. Let's start with your red
Yeah.
flags
Oh,
first.
okay. So before we also get into it, obviously one man's or one woman's red flag could be another person's green flag. So this will open
I feel
up
like this
a-
is you trying to like sugarcoat
No,
what's about to
I would
happen.
never do such a
Just
thing.
Just
No.
begin.
No, but I also and here's the thing, like I do feel like there's some things like amber flags, yellow flags. So like
Yeah.
for example,
Sorry, big word. Don't understand what's that.
oh my god, okay. So like example of an amber flag could be like
I'm a perfectionist.
yeah,
That's
you know.
actually a really good
That's
one.
actually a
Yeah.
really good one.
Yeah.
Or like I go all out on my partner's birthday, which sounds really good, but going all out like could mean I spent all my savings.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like,
understand.
okay, okay. Here's my first red flag. So my first red flag is I will, if we go to the cinema together and watch a movie, I will eat all the popcorn.
Oh.
Even if you buy your own, I will finish mine and I'll do the classic male thing where my gaze will start to just look at what's left on your portion, so to speak.
I think the bigger red flag is that you called that a male gaze. Wait a second. What was that about?
No. It's a thing. Like,
Not all men steal your popcorn.
no, not all men steal your popcorn, but what happens is men, I find, typically eat faster than their
do?
partners. Yes.
They do.
And so what happens is when they finish eating, they just look at their partner's.
No, I'm sorry. That's just a red. That is. It's a red flag to me.
No, fair enough. Like, this is a red flag. So this is specifically for popcorn. Like, it happens like specifically.
If you
for
were to buy
popcorn.
some nuggets,
Yeah, nuggets, fries, and
Depends. But I know 9.5 out of 10 times I will eat my popcorn, and if you got your own, I will be like,
do you ask?
I'll eat that
first?
too.
I'll pitch
Do you
on.
ask, or you just like?
I
go
will
for it?
ask, but
Oh, okay.
you know,
I mean,
still.
Sharing is fine, but like, does she get to have some? Because I love popcorn.
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
the other person gets to
if
eat
you
popcorn.
eat more than 50% of mine, I take it personally.
No,
Yes.
fair enough.
I think
No,
I
but
agree
this
with
is
that.
this is a red flag because if we're sharing a big, and in my defense, like, okay, there is no defense, but I will say this: I do feel like popcorn sizes in Malaysia have gotten smaller, like the large.
Oh, they have that. Yes.
Like
they have.
inflation, whatever. But like 10 years ago, extra large popcorn was actually big. Now it's just that cone. A large popcorn, it's just that like it's this, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not a large popcorn.
Can you
I'm
make
sorry,
everything-
permission to intrude.
Yeah,
When
sure,
I
go
got
for it.
up this morning, I didn't know we were going to have this intense conversation about popcorn.
That's what I was gonna say.
No,
I'm like, Kai
it's-
Chalmers can make anything sound intense.
Popcorn.
Popcorn sizes in Malaysia have gotten really small over the years.
It's true. It's
Breaking news.
It's true. It's
Okay.
unacceptable. But
We're
yes,
off to a very rough start.
I will most likely we share popcorn. I'm gonna eat the majority of it probably before the movie starts as the ads play.
Okay. Is this because you're a greedy ass bitch,
Yeah.
or because you have trauma responses of the way of how quickly you eat?
When I
Because
yeah, okay,
because
fair.
because my ex-husband, when we were working through why he just swallows everything like a dinosaur, why I take like 4 to 5 times as long as he does to eat. So every time we go out, it's just him eating in a matter of like minutes, and the rest of the time just waiting for me to eat and finish. So our backgrounds are very different. So I had a very safe childhood where I could take my time to eat. But he grew up in a very volatile environment where anything could happen at any time. He had an alcoholic mother, an absentee father. So it was like eating was not a priority. It was just for survival's sake. So the faster he could get down food, the better he could focus on just not thinking about things that would distract him from surviving day to day. So if you eat really, really quick, for me, that is a red flag that needs to be tended to.
So red flag yo.
I'd wave it compassionately, you know.
That's what I was gonna say. I was just thinking to myself.
It's
I'm like,
okay.
I red flag me because I'm here thinking, but I can fix them. I'll make you
Nice.
slow down when you eat.
so you're Bob the Builder.
Chew
Feed you
properly.
a popcorn at a time.
Chew properly.
It triggers my red flag of being a savior.
Oh.
Just watching him go through my popcorn. Oh, you poor person.
You must have had a terrible childhood.
This is red
How's your
flag domino
relationship
effect.
to
No.
And I will try to fix you.
God. All right,
Listen.
Sid, what's yours?
I have a secret social media account to stalk people that I don't like.
Ooh. People that don't like.
How many people you don't like do you follow?
Oh, there's too many. Too
Like,
many.
are we
But I have
talking-
like 4 different accounts.
No, but wait, like, are we talking like in the...
What?
I know I said a account, but there are
4 different accounts.
You lied right there.
So I was like, let's start small by saying a
That's
social
small?
media
Wait.
account.
So I want to know how... Are we talking like people in the tens or the hundreds or the thousands of
No,
people you
not
don't like?
thousands. I don't know that many people.
100,
50, 60 people.
like these are people that you
Wow.
definitely dislike. And
Yeah,
you
for sure.
vehemently
60 people that you dislike?
More or less.
Actively dislike.
Actively
Not
dislike.
like you dislike and now you don't care. It's like I actively
I
dislike
actively
you.
dislike, but I want to know what they're doing in their life, kind of dislike.
Why
Okay.
so?
Okay.
What does that? What kind of satisfaction do you get out of finding out what they do?
Asking the real question.
Well, I think I've for me it's always like, you know, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer.
Oh, it's
You
not
know?
like, oh, they're eating this rubbish ass food.
Sometimes a mix of that also.
Okay.
You know, pathetic life.
Yeah.
You know, just, you know, very self-fulfilling. Like when I see you, like, oh, nothing happening in your life, whatever. I think mostly it's just to, I don't know, be aware of where this person is so that I don't be involved in your life in some way or the other.
Oh,
But you
okay.
are involved.
Yeah, but not directly involved. That's why I have a fake
Okay.
account, not through my own account.
I mean, it's
Jesus.
a safe-ish outlet.
I find it problematic. Because...
No, the word is red flag or not red flag.
Yeah, red flag for
Okay.
sure. Otherwise, you wouldn't have put it in your list. Now, would you?
It's a green flag.
Okay,
Okay, Sid, someone's gonna fix you.
No, this isn't fixable. No, this is not something I'm willing to work
No,
on.
there's not something that you don't like the popcorn stuff.
I
no?
didn't. So wait, is this like is this as a red flag just as a person or as a partner?
Very different.
Sorry, I don't understand.
As a friend, I'd be like, that's just Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
If you're
partner.
a partner, I'd be like,
Partner is a different ball
Okay.
game. Like for the popcorn thing, it might irritate someone, but it'll be
Yes.
like, but if it's a partner, like if I keep eating their popcorn, it's gonna grow into something if it's not checked.
yeah,
you
it'll
know.
fester.
I don't think it has to do anything with my friends or my partner. So
I would say like if you have got your whole life in order, that you can afford to spend time doing this,
Davina, that is a subtle word.
then why not?
Sid, you have so much to work on.
But if
don't waste your time doing
but
this.
if this
Swarna,
hobby,
shut up.
if this,
Davina, do you want to fix me?
if there's no, no, I'll help you help yourself.
Okay.
So I would say, like, if you have your whole life in, no, actually, no. No.
I think-
in my head, like, if you've got your life in order that you can expend energy on that, then by all means, yeah. But if it's disruptive, then maybe not. But in my head, I'm like, well, no, it's still a big no.
If you've got your whole life together, stuff like that wouldn't
you're
bother you.
Yeah, and you're still bitter about stuff, then yeah, you got to work through some stuff.
I think Sid's just built different.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like how you
He's
guys.
right.
Yeah.
I got the right partner to do this show.
Yeah, it's a yin and yang in more ways than one. Oh man. This is going to be damaging for our reputations. Now I have to be seen with this man. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Sid, for sharing your seething hatred for other people, for 60 people out
Dude,
there.
I can't. My first red flag is already damaging. I don't know what am I going to do when I reach the
And
time
you
to
said
it.
that was
Fine.
safe.
Okay. This one's interesting. If I like you very much, and this is specifically in the context of a partner, if I really like you, and we're together, and I feel safe around you, I feel the need to show my love in a certain way, in an interesting light. I will share pictures of my glorious poops with you. I feel that's kind of normal, but also not.
Green.
Green?
Yes.
Okay. Really? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Someone's looking at me and going like, oh God.
Nothing to hide. And I'm a healing diet student, so it's important to look at your poo to determine the level
But
of
just
health
share
that you're at.
it with your loved ones?
Yeah.
Like, I only share like the really weird but epic looking ones. Though.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get this right. You take picture of your shit and you send to your partner.
Only the good ones.
What do you mean by good ones?
Like, it can't just be like a
Like
normal
art.
one. It has to be like either.
like you have like a diarrhea, so it's all over.
No,
the
no, no,
toilet
no, no, no.
bowl. Okay.
That's gross.
That's a bad one.
That's gross. I'm talking about ones where like it came out interestingly. Like it looks like the tail of a fox, or
Like that.
it's
Okay.
like-
it's
it's-
not to determine like what you ate.
No,
And, like,
it's purely like, doesn't this
Just aesthetics.
aesthetically look pretty
Okay.
decent for a poop?
green, still green.
That's good to know. What do you think,
validated?
Swarna?
You feel validated?
I feel the subtle like. judgment, but it's all good.
For me,
No. I can imagine like hey, yeah, I share pictures of my best hits of all time, my best shits of all time.
I don't have a problem with poop per se. Like
But
when I was with my exes, I'd sit on his lap while he took a poop. Which
What?
is fine.
okay.
Not
Swarna,
not
can you
an
stop?
issue
Let's
with
still go
poop.
back to the what?
But I don't think
But
I
did
want to
he-
be going about my day and receive a picture of it.
Yeah,
you know?
this is like a once a week kind of
I
thing.
don't. Oh, yeah, definitely not. I think I don't want my camera roll to be filled with pictures of your poop. But I do not mind if you tell me about it.
Oh, it's
Yeah, like if you said to me, today it looked like a fox's tail.
no, that's what I do.
That's fine.
No, that's what I do. I always give context.
Yeah, but I don't
Always
want a
context.
picture.
Right. It's like it's like imagine describing a cloud, but
Yeah,
like
no, I
a
get
poop.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like poo
But
watching.
I don't think it's a red flag either.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I mean, coming from
Suck
someone
it,
who sat
Sid.
on
Okay.
their lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were together forever, so by that
You
point-
don't say.
So did he sit on your lap when you took a dump?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
We were in the bathroom. He sits on my lap.
Like, and just have
In general.
conversations, or just like, honey, you want to sit on my lap while I poop?
I just like,
Wait.
time for a
Just
poop.
so you
Let's
know,
go.
are you okay with the sharts or no sharts? 'Cause if that's the case, give me 10 seconds, babe.
Gross. No.
Talking sheet, ladies and gentlemen. Go for it, Sid. Bare your soul to
love
us.
Okay. I can't stop checking myself on any reflection. If I say mirror or reflection on
So
something.
you're obsessed with yourself.
Yeah. I'm not obsessed with myself. If there's a mirror, if there's some sort of reflection, even a car, whatever, I'll have to turn and look at myself and, you know.
Hang on, ASMR.
So,
Oh, okay.
See, he hates when he's not the center. But
talk about me. What the chips?
this relates back to the other red flag that you mentioned, because it's all about like validation. You know?
But of yourself,
Yes.
that's okay.
No, I feel like okay. This one is not as bad, but it's external validation, both of them. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I do agree about the validation part. I think it's also because, see, my career, my work, it's always been, you know, somewhere around seeking for validation in one way or the other, be it the validation of the audience, of the clients, of, you know, everybody approving. So I think I do seek for validation, but that's not the only thing that drives me. It's like, if you don't validate me, if you come and watch my work and you say, Sid, you're shit in it, I'm not going to kill myself. But then if you say good stuff, then I'm like, that's a good validation. I like it.
It also depends on the person who's observing this potential flag, because I've constantly seen people for their personality, so I tend to date, like in the past, I don't know what it's going to be like in the future, but in the past I've dated people who dress like hobos, and like they just go out t-shirts and shorts, like constantly, and they never groom themselves. And there were some occasions where we'd go out for dinner at like a semi nice cafe / restaurant, and I look over my shoulder and there'll be like a family or like someone on a date, and somebody's wearing their shirt, they've just come out of work, they've got their tie and their slacks and well gelled hair, and I will look over and think, oh, it'd be nice if one day my partner could look like that. Just put a little bit of effort. So if I see someone like Sid, who's constantly making sure he looks well groomed, coming from that background, I'd be like, oh, that would be a nice refreshing change.
Yeah. On the contrary, I used to date somebody who was so vain that I wasn't allowed to just chill out when I went out. Even if we just walked down the road for like a little stroll to go grocery shopping or whatever, I was expected to like look good. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I
okay.
just
Ooh, that's a
sometimes
huge
want to
red
just
flag.
go out in sweats.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
let me. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah,
problematic. I know you, and I know you are always well groomed. I don't think you are like vain. Yeah, to check yourself. I feel like everybody does that.
Self-conscious, but not obsessively.
Yes. And you're not obsessively vain.
Once.
Okay, we're gonna get into some fun territory. So I am super avoidant emotionally. No, I'm a lot better now, but once in a while I will switch over to anxious because I'm secretly attracted to emotionally avoidant women, and I will go for emotionally avoidant women. So I feel like I have some emotional excitement in my life. And I've caught myself doing that a few times, but it's something I still have to like really be careful of. So, Amber.
Swarna is nodding a lot.
Yes,
Not
so
a good sign.
I'm an avoidant person who is attracted to other avoidant people because I can get a high from it.
And you can read their minds kind of, or like why they're avoiding.
If I take a step back, yes, but if I'm in the pursuing zone, I'm just like I'm feeling those highs, and because when you're in it, you're just like you don't see it. You're because you're right in the fun, the pursuit.
Yeah.
It's only when you take a step back, you're like, I shouldn't be doing this, but then the other part of your brain's like, but it's so fun, So this obviously is like a trauma thing.
I mean, again, I think it's great that you know this because not a lot of people have even gotten to the point of learning that much about themselves. But it's a red flag for me. I don't think it's a red flag that you are avoidant. I think that is just something you can't help. When I grew up, I was very anxious with how I would be attached before I did the work. So I don't think that I fault you for that, but I think to know, and again, it's the actively working on it, but for me, and if you know all this stuff and you know you shouldn't be doing it, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Aware, but awareness is one part of the battle.
Yeah.
Like,
Falling into those pitfalls is another part, and I fall into them.
yeah, like how smokers know that they shouldn't smoke.
Yes.
This is what I always say. If it's in a partnership, it would be a definite red flag. I would probably end it. Yeah, because it's like...
I think it's a red flag.
Yeah. And I don't ask for things that I cannot bring to the table myself. So if I've done the work and I feel like I'm more securely attached, or if you fall into tendencies that you know aren't going the right way, and you do things for the highs or for the thrills now like, oh my God, I just want a boring, stable, secure life.
Fair enough.
These don't float my boat anymore.
I want those too, but trauma says otherwise.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's a red flag.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Based on what I hear.
He scored his first red flag.
I gave 2, so that was a 2-in-1 right there.
Beautiful. So mine is I don't remember dates.
What?
I don't remember dates.
Days of the week or dates?
I know, like dates
birthday?
of birthday, anniversary, like a specific day, and I don't make an effort to remember those.
Because I thought you were saying you don't remember dates. Like if you went
Dates.
out with someone, you'd be like, "What do we do?
Also,
How do we meet? How do we meet?
Also,
Back to
What did we-
back to.
Where did we
But
travel
I've
to?"
I've never been on a date
Who
before,
are
so
you?
You've never been on a
yeah, I've
date?
never been on a date before.
Oh, that's your mom. I know. You've
Yeah.
never been on a date before?
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I've never been on a date before.
You've been on a drink with someone though, romantically.
No.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You
Oh, you do it on
would date
purpose.
people, and then what happens when you're in a relationship, and you go out on a Tuesday night?
Well, this really is a 2-in-1, man.
No, but as in, I don't know.
That's a
For me,
date.
I don't know. I feel like once you're in a relationship, I don't see it as a date.
That
like an outing.
Still a date.
Yeah, it's like an outing for me.
Going
It's
out
like
and having a meal.
Yeah.
Having a meal.
yeah.
The
So
vocal
I
fries coming out.
usually consider date as someone with you don't know or you're trying to get to know them.
Ah.
Yeah. So in that case, I've never been on a date.
So all the arrangements you've had
People that I already know.
are with people you already know.
Yeah. Coming back, what I said was, what did I say?
You forget dates.
Yeah, I don't remember dates, like important dates, like your anniversary, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't.
That depends on the person that you're with. I think if it's something that bothers her, then for all you know, she's not good with dates either.
She's not good with faces.
But the thing is, I've never met a girl
it's you.
who don't remember dates. You know, I've never met a girl who don't remember certain dates because
That's
I
true.
think
Girls always remember dates.
Yeah.
most
If
of
you
the time.
put the effort in,
You don't?
No.
Cheers, Davina. Wonderful. How does it feel to be on
Two
this
peas
side
in a
of the-
pod.
yeah, but if you were with somebody who it was important to and you made the effort, like maybe you made a list or something and you wrote down all the dates that, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's the effort if you were with somebody who
If you
who
forget
cared about it.
traveling dates, that's a problem.
Ooh.
That he never forgets. He's never missed a
Yeah,
flight.
yeah.
So you don't forget all dates.
Yeah.
You should want for
Selective
rehearsal.
Selective. Yeah.
So if we add monetary value to those dates,
Definitely. Definitely not.
When money is involved, never. Okay, so that's a what is the color?
It's
Let me say
beige.
big green.
It's a beige.
Beige.
Can you not
flag.
introduce new
Beige
flags?
flag.
It's a beige,
Beige
flag.
flag.
It exists.
Beige.
What is that?
It's meh.
Yeah.
not even.
It's
yeah,
not,
not even
worthy.
considering.
Yes.
Like it's not even worth existing. Like,
like-
whatever.
Yes.
It's not flag like.
Sorry, you're not important. That wasn't
Flag
important
like.
enough.
It's not flag like.
Okay. All right. All right. So we all have different ways of escaping, whether it's alcohol, sugar, or I don't know, rage or whatnot. So one of my ways to escape and to sort of not have to deal with pressures is masturbation. So, well, I don't know why I kicked the table, but basically what that does for me. So instead of like taking drugs that's basically my outlet, but like any other outlet, you know, you can sort of abuse it and take it a bit further. And I do it so to not have to deal with sometimes my own pain, if you will, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Listen, that's a very fun thing, but you're making it sound like very painful.
Fun? No, so
No.
it's a fun thing, but it's a fun thing to have a drink. It's not a fun thing to like
be an
drink
alcoholic.
a whole bottle of vodka in a span of half an hour.
Do
Why
you
not?
feel like you do it? Are you
Do you feel any
compulsive
better
about
for
it?
No, so okay, it used to be a lot worse. It is a bit better because I have done some work on it, but it's still an area where it just makes me zone out. So you know, some people they smoke a doobie or they have some sort of they smoke a cigarette, for example. Okay, and obviously if you smoke too much, it's bad for you. But for me, it's weird that it's not really technically a harmful thing like smoking or drinking or eating a lot of like sugar, but it's still very like
The addictive.
yeah, the
Yeah,
addictive
the
thing
addictive
of
behavior.
whacking one out is
Yeah.
bad.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
makes
Yeah.
you just like zone out.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that was my way of getting out of, like, it was my sort of default escape
Right.
for a lot of things. Just to like not have to feel confronted about something or to just chill out. Just like, oh, okay, back one out. It's easy. I don't have to do or spend anything. It's just done. Yeah.
I mean, chemically, physiologically, it makes sense. Hormonally, because you just get happy.
Yeah. You go on a bit of a high.
Yeah. But then I think anything addictive.
Any kind of escapism
Yeah.
is only a band-aid solution.
And then it affects the sex life.
Yes.
Because
Oh,
once you
yes,
do it,
yes.
you're like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to do anything else. I don't want to do this. You just feel like you kind of feel like a vegetable in a way. Without sort of like, it's not like when you're drinking a lot. It's like you see the effects viscerally. It's more like you kind of sense it if you know that your partner's been doing it or whatnot.
Yeah.
And it has long-term, I mean, all of them have long-term negative effects, but for some reason, I feel like this is an insidious, damaging thing to a relationship.
But then you would also have to engage in other stuff to help you get to where you need to get to.
Yes.
Yes, which I think is also very problematic because I think that is equally damaging to
Yeah.
to your real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think there's it's damaging because it takes away life force.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Le petit
I've
mort,
heard
you
I've
know?
heard of this no fat movement.
Yeah. No fap.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been made a meme and people laugh at it sometimes, but
No, it's legit.
but in some sense, I think it's also pretty damn good because you know it's just like, no, stay away from this stuff.
Yeah.
Focus. You channel your
yeah.
all that into something that actually brings you closer to what you actually want to accomplish.
Yes.
And it's actually good.
Yeah.
Because that also is you running away, I think,
Yeah,
from
it's being avoidant.
actual intimacy.
Which is weird because I am a very intimate person. But I still do it because it's just
You haven't found a way out of it yet.
yeah. I mean, I'm finding ways out of
Yeah.
it, which is great, but it's like
I mean, you haven't found anything to
Replace it.
Yeah,
Or
replace it
channel
or-
it in a healthier
Yeah.
way. Yeah, but that's the work and that's the commitment.
yay.
Doing it every day in every little choice and decision.
Yep. That's
I
right.
just want to acknowledge something. Every time you talk about a red flag, it turns into a therapy session.
That's literally.
Every
Say,
time I
Kai,
talk about my red flag, it's like a punishment
Maybe that's
session.
a red flag. Maybe that's a red flag.
Wow.
Just trying to
These
steer
are
it.
real red flags. Yours, I forget dates. What the fuck is that? One.
Have we decided the color though?
I said red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just because of
What?
addictive
Sorry, it's only
tendencies.
like partner context, right?
Yeah, partner context.
Red.
I don't filter my words. I say things as it is. Like Swarna was saying, don't say hate. I'm like, if I hate it, I hate it. You know, this euphemism doesn't work for me. If you're short, you're short. If you're fat, you're fat. You're not horizontally challenged or vertically challenged. You know, so I say things as it is. But then not to like as in to hurt you lah. I'm like, you fat bitch. No, I don't do that.
You do that.
No, I don't. I've never said that to people. I'm saying that in my tea session, yeah. You know that fat bitch? I'll say that. But not to your face. For sure.
You overweight, obese, like 10
Female
string.
So now
words.
when I'm hanging out with people who are really aware of, some people can really be triggered with this, right? So I tend to use like sort of euphemism, like, this horizontally challenged person. So,
No.
that works for them in some way or the other. But then, I don't know, for me, sometimes I realize that if you're fat and you're very proud and happy with it, then you should be okay with using the word. I don't understand with, I'm unbelievably unhealthy and fat, and I'm so happy about it. This is my life, and I love being fat, but do not ever call me that. Then I'm like, what? If you like it, then own it.
Yeah.
Give more power to that word. So it's things like that. But then it never comes at a point that I want to attack them or hurt them. But I say things as it is. Yeah.
Green.
Yeah, it's green for me too.
I was married to a Danish guy. I had to get used to it whether I liked it or not.
Oh yeah, true. The Nordic, and especially people from the Netherlands as well. They're just really? Straight up. Yeah.
And with no ill intent.
Yeah.
It's just the way they address
It's like,
things. Yeah.
I got my first green.
Hey!
That's good.
Jesus, you heard my prayers. Thank you.
Save the best for last.
I'm
So
intrigued.
my red flag is I have a morbid fascination and desire to scare things. So I'll give you some context. Like if someone were to tell me, oh, I get freaked out by ghost movies a lot. I won't like send you ghost memes and like make you watch a horror film. But what I'll do is if we're living together as a partner and you're out in the middle of the night and you need to grab something, I'll stand in a weird, awkward place. I won't boo or scare you. I'll just stand there and I'll make weird faces and I'll hope that you'll see me. But I have this weird thing where I just want to do these subtle, creepy things to my partner, freak them out, and then just be like, love you.
Sounds
And then-
very sadist, yeah.
It's a bit of a sadist
It
thing.
is.
Like I do it to my cats a lot. Like I love my cats. I treat them really well. I say I
cats
do.
are bitches. You can do that.
But what I do is if cats when you look, give them direct eye contact and they know it's play and they know I'm playing with them because we've done it so many times. But my cats, they like to do the sidewalk thing.
Yeah.
So I'll do the same
It's
thing.
different with cats though.
It's different, but
Yeah.
but I do it a lot and I actually really enjoy it. I freak them out. I'll contort and like run towards them and they'll book it.
Yeah, I do that too.
Really?
Now
But
replace
I
the
do
cat
it, but
with
replace
a real
the
person.
yeah, replace the cat. Replace the cat
Kai Chalmers.
with the real person. Yes. So I have a real like it is a weird desire, drive to like creep my partner out, but in my specific way.
I don't know how to respond to that because my younger sister, she's toned down a lot, but when she surprises people, she does it in very morbid ways also.
Yeah.
Like there's a video of and they document it. And they so a few years ago when like this is after lockdown, like when my sister and her partner were finally coming back from being stuck in so many places trying to get back home from the lockdown. When the way they surprised me particularly, it traumatizes me to this day. They set up this scenario where I'm at my mom's place. I'm having a casual chat with my mom, with eating muruku, I remember. And then the gate is left open, and my sister and her partner barge through the gate wearing masks, and she has a hammer.
Jesus.
It's all caught on camera.
Oh my God.
And they're just standing right in front of me like intruders. And my
Right.
sister's got this fucking hammer in her hand, and like, oh my God.
Oh, I get the thrill. I get it.
Her partner is a Caribbean behemoth. With dreadlocks. And like, he's jacked, and he can just stand there and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna die today. So the only thing that gave it away was seeing my sister's eyelashes through the mask. I'm like, this intruder is so pretty. No.
Gotta slay it. Gotta slay it if I'm gonna slay.
And to this day, like and now I hear any kind of noise outside my bedroom and I freak the fuck out. It has scarred me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
I mean, she did it out of love. She did it out of shits
for
and
fun.
giggles.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I can kind of like, it was a. You won't be able to repeat that moment, but it's at my expense, and I live with that. I live with the trauma. Like I live with the. I live in the
sister sounds
fear of
cool.
things that go bump in the night. And I didn't have that before. Like, thanks a
Oh
lot.
shit. Okay, that's
Thanks a lot.
creating trauma is not my intention, but hey.
But hey,
I'm gonna
that's
do
just
it.
how it is.
If it's a side effect, I'm sorry. Yeah. But this is how I express myself. Like
So I talk about it to my
That's
sister.
your love language.
Yeah, I talk about it to my sister. She's like, yeah, that was a great time. Like,
I mean, honestly, you would have been equally surprised if she just showed up and gave you a hug.
yeah,
Minus
in my
what
head,
was-
of like, you had so many references of all these beautiful surprise reunions on Insta Reels and all that, but no, you chose violence.
Well, I'm not a cheap thrills person. Not for me.
No.
But yeah, mine's never direct. So what you guys talked about, like it's kind of in your face.
Yeah,
Mine is
visceral.
just like
Very mild.
So if say the
I
context,
would argue that that's scarier.
Yeah, that's worse.
but that's why. So it is scary. So instead of a chainsaw,
I'm not seeing you this happy like the entire conversation.
that's what I'm telling you.
lighting up.
It is.
I'm discreet about it.
I'm telling you, it's a morbid fascination and like thrill. Like so.
To be fair, I know girls. We have friends who would probably be really into that. So it's a red flag for just me. And I'm guessing you.
Yeah.
But
Tiny one.
I feel like that's an individual
Yeah, you
thing.
can find like-minded people.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
I know
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
some
yeah.
people will be so into it, but
Yes,
it's just
they
like
would be.
it
I
is
can
a
think of 3
morbid.
people off the
You
top of
need,
my
you
head.
need Claire
Yeah.
Dunphy from Modern Family.
Would you be okay if someone
Yeah.
did that to you though?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
holy shit, you got me good. I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah.
Bitch.
okay.
So there's
I
one
like
of those
doing-
Instagram couples who like to prank each other.
Oh, that,
and
yeah,
make
yeah,
videos
yeah,
out of
yeah.
it.
So that is my morbid.
Not for me.
Fair
Red
enough.
flag.
No, fair enough. Totally fair.
So we'll move on. So that's a red flag, no?
Yes, red
Yes,
flag.
for me, for sure.
Red flag.
Yes,
for me too.
similarly,
Oh, wait.
not to that extent, similarly, I don't necessarily share everything about my past life.
Past life.
Like-
No, as in past life, past experiences
Okay.
in this life.
Thank you. You actually need to
Jesus.
clarify that context because you'll be like,
You'll be like, oh,
My
that's scary.
past life.
My
I was-
past experiences in this
a
life
prince in the Majapahit kingdom.
to the new person that I'm seeing or in a relationship with. And I don't necessarily see the need.
No, I see the need. Why do you not share?
mean,
You were not there to.
But I want to know what got you here.
So here's the question: like, okay, if person doesn't bring it up or doesn't come out naturally, okay, don't
Yeah.
have to share.
Yeah.
But if someone specifically asks, like, I noticed you do this thing. What's going on? What happened in your past? Now, does that open up a conversation, or does it? Do you derail it, or do you shut it down?
Yeah.
Like, I'm curious. Like,
I think
what
we
happens
speak
there.
about it, but you don't need to know everything. I don't know.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
if you hide a detail about yourself that could affect the relationship in a
Yes.
bad way, yeah, that's bad news.
Yes.
Yeah, but not affecting the relationship.
Yeah.
So I always feel like there's things that I'm not telling you are things that has nothing to do with you and me. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Are you not sharing, but for the benefit of who? To protect yourself or to protect?
Because I feel like we evolve, right? You know, from the person that we used to be to who we are today. I mean, we are different than who we are last month. You know, in a month you sort of grow, you become a different person. So I don't necessarily feel like the person I'm seeing or dating have to revisit who I used to be. Just
But
see me as who I am today.
If you're
So
so,
for me,
secure in
yeah.
why you are now, why is that scary for you to address?
Why
who
do I
you've
want to
been?
bring it up? That's the question.
I'm a firm believer that
Huh.
not the full truth is not the truth.
How much of not all the truth constitutes as not true?
I don't know why, but why do you feel the need to hide?
Not hide.
details?
We just don't speak about it.
But why do you? I don't understand it. Because I like to be, especially in the context of a partnership. I get it, but no.
Is
I
it
feel
out of-
like transparency is so
Yeah.
important.
Does it come from a place of shame or just like I don't understand the importance of this right now?
I don't understand the importance of it.
Oh,
But if it's important to the other person,
yeah.
But yeah, could be important to the other person, but it might not be. But then who decides?
Yeah.
I mean, you would be the one who
what
decides.
what type of stuff would you not share?
Um.
Share it now, so we know.
Oh, okay. When we speak about, say, trauma or things that happened to you that scarred you, for example, childhood, you know, these are things that I feel like I have moved past that period, you know, that I don't wish to revisit. So, however my childhood was, that was in the past. So, I don't want to speak about it right now. So if you were to ask about, oh, tell me, how is it growing up? How is it, you know, being in your family? What happened in school? I'm like, those are conversations that I don't want to revisit anymore.
I mean, you're entitled to that as well. I think those are your own boundaries. I'm not sure if it will hinder the intimacy or like vulnerability with
That's what I
somebody
say.
else.
So whatever I'm not telling you are the things that is not going to concern the both of us. You know, it has to do with me and only me.
Yeah, but you have to have a certain level of I know this person to like be with the person.
Like you're not obliged to be a fully open book with all the pages, you know, known to the other partner. You are whatchamacallit? You have the right to, you know, hold parts of you that are, you know, private and just for you. But if what I feel is not important for me or at least important to the relationship, that is something I would appreciate that coming from you. And if that still you don't want to divulge, then that would be a bit of a problem.
I guess this is the interesting question of transparency in a relationship,
Yeah.
especially with past.
My ex-husband thought that his coke addiction was only his problem until it became our problem.
Yeah, you see?
Our problem. Yeah.
Any form of addiction is an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's the thing about addiction. You don't think it's a problem.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you have things like addiction or things you're really drawn towards, and then you have things like a relationship, but that happened in my past. But does it still affect me?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, that happened 10 years ago, but it doesn't affect me. Or it could be like, it happened 10 years ago, but maybe there's still part of me that's not resolved with something, and it's entering this relationship. So how it's really hard to gauge.
But I feel like
Yeah.
either way there would be no I feel like I'm coming off very like I don't know.
No, okay, sorry. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No.
Put.
No, because I completely get what you're saying. Because if I'm with a partner, I'm not going to expect you to share everything all at once,
Yeah.
or share everything about you. But if an interesting conversation comes up, I
There's
hope
a time and place for it.
I hope
Yeah.
like you're not holding everything back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or you
And
feel
either way-
comfortable to talk about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And a lot of the things which you don't think is a problem might actually be manifesting in your subconscious, and you're not aware of it. So unless the other person is aware of what has happened to you, then there's no way either of you can suss out the situation.
Correct. So that's why I feel like a lot of you things become we things. And like,
Yeah.
if it doesn't bother you, it shouldn't be an issue to share. And if it is bothering you, you should definitely share. So either way, I feel like you should share.
So, what is the
Siddharth
color?
Joe Dev.
Um,
It's gonna be a light red for me.
it's an amber. Yeah, it's an amber.
Amber.
There you have it. So who is the bigger if we add all the colors
Wonderful.
together?
Were you calculating your flags?
No.
Oh man, so everybody wins.
No.
Everybody sucks.
No, so what did we learn from this session? We have a lot of things to work on.
Yay! Just like everybody in existence. I'm a definitely healthy person. Please date me now.
Yeah. So this is a very, very fun way to sort of introduce ourselves. You don't need to know where we... You don't need to know my past.
Find me
now
on
you
Hinge.
know
Your
my
past life.
My past life. Now you know my
Oh my
red flags.
God.
That's all
Yeah,
that matters.
I've known more about him in like 90 minutes than I have in 4 months.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Find
for-
Sid on Hinge.
He doesn't date, remember?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, I
That's what he
don't.
says, though. Wait till you start getting a random follow on his 4th Instagram account. Yum, yum, yum.
Jesus. From the first 5 minutes when we did the introduction to at the end of this episode, I think people sort of learned a lot about us.
Yay.
But thank you so much to
Yeah.
wonderful ladies,
Thank you
Davina
so
and
much.
Swarna, for joining
You're
us.
very welcome.
It is fun to have both of you around.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
You're very welcome. If you ever need someone to, help you pass judgment, feel free to call me.
Hell
You
yeah.
scarred us enough. Okay, I don't want to be hurt anymore.
We'll get a roasting Sunday roast session going on.
But thank you so much. Don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. We are Kaypo on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and on Facebook. And you can watch the full episode on YouTube, which is Kaypo as well, Kaypoh. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this video. Subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so you will be updated when we have a new episode
Roast.
coming out.
Yes.
A new roast. Bye-bye, everybody.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Well, tell us about your red flags.
Yes.
Now, are we off?
I was telling
No, you
Vanessa
don't have to
earlier.
off. Just like, tell us about your red flags.
I'm perfect.
Ding, ding, ding.